Christmas. In Zambia, this is a time where the extinction of chickens is an actual possibility. A time disliked by those who went on industrial break in the first week of December and have officially gone broke. But for our Foreign Affairs Minister, this was a time of resignation. This follows a story where Mr. Stanley Kakubo, now former Foreign Affairs Minister, was trending over a shady business deal. Different kinds of evidence was popping up. But before we get into that, sometime last year, Mr. Kakubo was seen leaving a cement company and people believed he was there to receive a bribe, allegedly. But he came out to say, I just went to receive a calendar. Yeah. Now, if you're gullible, you may be thinking, makes sense. But if you're not, you're thinking, unless it's the lunar year calendar, why are you receiving a calendar in April? Anyway, we don't have the evidence. For all we know, calendars could be his thing. Now, bro, you're telling me you drove all the way that side in your Range Rover just to get a calendar?
Bro, you just don't know how much I love calendars. Did you know some of them on public holidays, they are painted red, and in others, they are painted green. But this one, it even had pictures. Anyway.
Following this information, Mr. Kakubo resigned, and the president thanked him for his service. However, in the message that Mr. Kakubo had posted on Facebook, he said, unlike the reports in social media, Mr. Zhang and I are actually on good terms. But according to Mr. Zhang, it's not likely. Because through his lawyers, he's demanding the return of his money, which is close to $1 million, plus the Mercedes-Benz, which is believed to have its own calendar. However, the chief government spokesperson says this was a personal matter and not relating to the government. In addition to that, his resignation was on moral grounds, which I agree with. But what makes this a hot topic is because this is a man who the president has defended in public and equally spoken highly of.
That the Minister of Foreign Affairs got a bribe from Sinoma Cement. I was aware. I called the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I got in touch with him. What is this thing I've heard? The first thing I did was not to read what was on social media and continue reading, was to then get in touch with the minister himself. Minister, have you seen what's being said? He said, yes. What were you doing there? I asked him that question. What were you doing there? He explained to me, private visit, he's building in that area. He wanted concrete mix, pre-mix. He explained. He said he got an envelope with a calendar and diary inside. Maybe he shouldn't have done it.
That is his portfolio. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is the face, the two people who are faces of the country's foreign policies, the President and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is doing his function. You don't like the name Kakubo? You have a problem with that? You're asking where he was born? That's not my job. That is his duty. I must be strong on this matter because this is what goes on.
I think it's safe to say the president and the minister were bros.
You know, Minister, you're my G.
No, Mr. President, you're my G.
Give me a hug.
I bet when the president heard about the news of the mine, he was like,
She.